the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. For Portland, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. You know who I'm looking forward to watching tonight?
I would not know.
How about C.J. McCollum?
Okay.
Low-rated high school recruit. Comes out of a small...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the Portland Trail Blazers and the Toronto Raptors. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of this Blazers team. Now, Yusuf Nurkic said, he's the best thing that's happened to me. To have a superstar in this league as a leader, a friend, and a teammate, it makes me better. Kevin?
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Evan Turner, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot over Lowry. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got his team on the board to start the game for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, nice little way to take the early lead.
I see the effort, already pushing the action, trying to establish a presence.
Now here's Leonard. Lowry passes to Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And the Kawhi Leonard drama finally came to an end last offseason with a trade that sent him from the San Antonio Spurs north to Toronto.
And you have to wonder, is this a high-priced one-year rental for Kawhi? Before the trade, Kawhi made it known that he wants to play in L.A. Toronto has a lot to offer, but hard to compete with the idea of what he and LeBron might be able to accomplish playing together.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
Lillard attacking, and it's in there.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Now here's Green. Lowry kicks to Green. Screened by Valanciunas. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first points in this one.
Using the screen like his own personal bodyguard, Green gets the separation.
Turner against Leonard. Turner passes to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 7.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard against Lowry. Outside, Green. Ibaka with a screen on McCollum. Green kicks to Lowry. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Aminu. Pass to Turner. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Here's Ibaka off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
Well, Steve, when you look at the core of this Raptors team, all in their prime to late prime.
The window is closing for this group. The team should definitely feel a sense of urgency on making the most of this opportunity. Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. The Raptors making a switch here. Monroe's checked in. Here's Lowry. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, to the inside. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here are the Trailblazers now, leading by 5. To the inside, stolen by Monroe. From deep three-point range, that's good from Lowry on the assist from Ibaka. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Green, the pass to Monroe. Screened by Ibaka. Beyond the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Gets separation off a great pick by Ibaka. Nothing the defender can do.
Lillard against Lowry. Ball's knocked loose. Lillard dishes to Turner. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Ibaka. And not sure what he was thinking there. McCollum outside. This one for 3. Portland again missing. Raptors with the lead. Left side Lowry. It's stolen by Aminu. Lillard against Lowry. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. On defense, the Raptors. Stauskas kicks to Curry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Here's Curry, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And when it comes to big men who can really handle the basketball, There aren't many of them, but there are a few, and they're pretty good at it, the bigs.
You know, I think the best at this, and we don't consider him a big, but he's close to 7 feet, is Kevin Durant.
Right.
Handling the basketball for a big. DeMarcus Cousins is really good. You look at guys like LaMarcus Aldridge, not bad. Blake Griffin, for his size, being able to handle the basketball. We have so many guys that have that skill set, and they're 6'10" and above.
Free throw good, Curry. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
There's the pick. Now the pass to Anunoby. Back to Powell. Here's Anunoby. Lock at 6. Here's Siakam. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Siakam's got his first basket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Collins kicks to Leonard. There's a screen by Collins. Hits, count that one from Stauskas.
And no doubt, both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give it an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Fred VanVleet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team?
You know, I love the way VanVleet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play. He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor.
And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
In Portland, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. No good on the free throw. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Niles, that's for 2. Here's Anunoby, defended by Harkless. Here's Powell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Raptors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Raptors. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Harkless kicks to Curry. Harkless with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And it's Wright missing. Portland leading. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stauskas. Siakam pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Right against Curry. Passes it to Anunoby. Down low, Harkless with the steal. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Wright is out there with Anunoby. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Siakam in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it goes down 2 points. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here's Miles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Getting off his feet quickly, Valanciunas on the receiving end.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Stauskas. 5 points in the game. Collins, a screen on Miles. Layman pass to Collins. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
Right outside. He kicks it to Miles. Clock at 6. Back to Wright. For the 3, Siakam. No good there. Now Portland takes it the other way. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Siakam. Leonard comes in for C.J. Miles. Green, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Kyle Lowry in for DeLon Wright. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Nick Stauskas. And it's Damian Lillard in for Curry. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Well, last season we saw Valanciunas start to step out a bit with his shot.
You know, started taking about 1 3 a game. And you wonder if he's geared up to act more like a stretch 5 over the next part of his career. He's always had a great touch from the line and mid-range. Now, that just seems like a natural progression.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. McCollum against Green. Back to Lowry. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Here's Lowry. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. And no good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Craig Monroe. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Turner's checked in for Layman. The Trailblazers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Screen by Nurkic. Portland no good that time either.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Shots good by Green.
This is something Danny has been working on, putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on Green. Here's McCollum. Connects on the foul line jumper. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Leonard against Turner. Ibaka with the screen on Turner. Leonard the pass to Monroe. It's stolen by Aminu. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. McCollum no good.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch and shoot situations.
Here's McCollum. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
And there's a whistle that goes against Craig Monroe. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Monroe. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Danny Green. Trailblazers trail by 3. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Raptors. Leonard's got his third rebound tonight. Now the Raptors moving it up. Ibaka, no luck. Lillard with no one around. Portland again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
There's VanVleet, covered by Lillard. Ibaka, nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
very solid both ends of the floor. That time, Ibaka efficient inside.
Trailblazers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Van Vliet. And Lowry has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. And that one goes long. Trailblazers trail by 3. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. Powell pulls it in. Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Makes it off the glass. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Lillard way outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Raptors lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
Just got to compete. Keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter largely belonged to them as they took charge of the game and jumped out to a 5-point lead at the break. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, they were very inconsistent from behind the arc. For the first half, they shot, let me check my stats, in the low 30s. They won't get it done. Good news is they're still in it. I'd like to see them push the ball up court faster and try to get some open looks.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop. But I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. On the court for the Trailblazers, Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al-Farouq Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Turner in at the 3 slot. Now here's Leonard. Good work defensively by Turner. Trailblazers trail by 5.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
And Valanciunas kicks to Leonard. The drive by Green. No good from Valanciunas.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Lillard. 12 points for him. The shot by Turner, no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Lowry against Lillard. Lowry kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Lillard. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Turner. Yes! And the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end. And Evan Turner, the former number 2 pick out of Ohio State, he acts as a utility knight for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. C.J. Miles comes in for Leonard. Anunoby, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Wright in for Kyle Lowry. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like when he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. It also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
Now, here's Curry. Back to Stauskas. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Turner passes to Harkless. Here's Stauskas. 5 points in the game. Collins. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Layman's checked in. The Trailblazers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Well, Steve, when it comes down to how this country is developing young players at the amateur level, do you feel winning is overemphasized in relation to individual skill development?
Yeah, I mean, great question, Kevin. I think in youth basketball right now, youth sports, I think so much now is individually rating individual players that are playing a team sport. I want to see more of rating the team. And I think also guys getting a chance to understand winning is important. A lot of these tournaments, you play 3 or 4 games a day, and it's not so much about winning. I think it has to come down to win or go home. I love that for youth basketball. And then I also love that just getting better. And I would love for some of these youth coaches to move these players around. There's a player right now that might be playing the center spot, but let him try to play the guard spot. I think you've got to find a way to do that and talk about winning as a team versus individuals.
Smart stuff. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Curry, wide open, drills it from outside. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Here's Wright. Lays it up off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
For Portland, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Curry kicks to Layman. There's a screen by Collins. Here's Layman. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And they pick up 2. Raptors trail by 4. Right outside. Back to Van Vliet. There's the triple. And again, Toronto with the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry kicks to Stauskas. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. It's good from long range. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Portland.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Here's Van Vliet. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Stauskas. Guarded by Wright. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd quarter. Collins a screen on Miles. Harkless with the bucket. Harkless has got his 2nd basket.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the 2nd. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Wright. And he drops it in from the low post. Wright's got 6 points.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Stauskas. 5 points in the game. Pass to Curry. Collins setting the pick for Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Stauskas. From outside, off the mark.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
He took the opportunity when he saw it. Now just a 1-point Portland lead. Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the 2nd half. Left side Curry. To the left wing. Here's Layman. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Trailblazers leading by a point. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Van Vliet and Green are the guard set. Powell is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Leonard missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. It's stolen by Aminu. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Green, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred VanVleet. He's off on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Lillard misses. Toronto's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage to tie it up. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Valanciunas. Lowry's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Screen by Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Powell kicks to Valanciunas. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Aminu. And they take the lead. And now it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Nurkic. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Hits it from three-point range.
And really liking the effort we see here tonight. Neither team giving much ground.
The scores remain close. I've got a feeling it's going to come down to the wire.
Ibaka with a screen on Lillard. Lillard against Lowry. Ibaka outside. In the corner, Powell with it. 6 to shoot. Stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 15 points for Lillard.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Toronto calls timeout.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
And Toronto making a change here. Monroe's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
Portland's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor and realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates. And that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but he has shown he can not only be a franchise talent on the court, but off the court as well.
At the line for 2.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
McCollum outside. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw. And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Aminu with a screen from McCollum. Tipped away. Clock at 6. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Screen by Monroe. Ibaka with the screen on Lillard. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard dishes to Lowry. Back to Leonard. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Monroe wide open. Ibaka the pass to Monroe. Lowry against Lillard. The second chance effort. Lowry's shot is good.
Well, if there was a big bucket made in this game, you knew it would come from Lowry.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Down low, Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Screen by Monroe. Lowry kicks to Powell. Lowry dishes to Monroe. And no good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Outside Turner looking for Aminu. He gets it. Aminu with the screen from McCollum. Off the screen. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Lowry. And it's off the back rim. No good. Trailblazers trail by 3. That's a 2 from Lillard. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Monroe with a screen on Turner. Back to Powell. The pass to Leonard. A 3-ball. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Turner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Toronto, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Lowry against Lillard. Floats it up for Monroe. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard outside to tie it up. The rebound by Ibaka.
Yeah, you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Here's Lowry. Good D by McCollum. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 23 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
Present our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Green, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Count! And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Against Lillard. Outside Lowry. And he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And they're going to call for a review of that last-second shot. If they overturn the basket, they get a chance to play the overtime period. Otherwise, this one is over. The officials have made their decision. The basket, as we thought, will count. It took a little while to check the replay, but they did, in fact, have it right. He got it off GA in time.
And even though they had it right the first time, it's always a smart move to double check. When it comes to the game-winning shot, you have got to go to replay.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.